Alrighty, guys, it's here. The package I've been waiting for to arrive for the next project we're going to be doing here on the channel. And I'm taking a quick break from work because I want to open it up. I can't wait to look at it. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do a live video so you guys can see what is coming in the package here. This is from Donald Jenkins with Southern Builds, like scale fabrications that he does. And so go ahead and tape this off a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead. You can see I've got some of the other parts here. I didn't take time to clean anything up. I just came in the mail, brought it up here, threw it on the table, but we still have the other parts for the build sitting on the table. How's it going, Roadside RC? So let's go ahead and do this. This camera's not giving me very much room to work with on the table here. It's kind of a zoomed in shot. All right, you guys have seen pictures. I think I showed already. So this is gonna be the first peek inside. It's got it nicely wrapped in here. Looks like there's some other goodies as well. Start with the smaller stuff first. Oh, check this out. That is awesome. How's it going, Braden? So there's a bunch of 3D printed stuff in here. We'll take a look at this a little more closely that Donald gave us in here. This is what we want to get to. That's the main prize. And then this, I don't know what this stuff is. Apparently he sent me some extras. I want to be careful because there is some 3D printed stuff in here. So I don't want to break it by pulling too hard. I don't know what this might be. He's the one that made my Son of a Digger chassis, the metal custom SMT-10 frame. As well as the mud truck, the custom mud truck. These look like seats to me. How's it going, Break? It is the seats. Those are sweet. Canada guy says he just got notified while he's working on his Clodbuster. Braden Bunn says he's still working on Knockout. Roadside RC, welcome, guys. So these are nice, little fuel cell. Another seat. These are fantastic. Cool. Well, let's look at the big chassis that's in here first, and then we'll go from there and see what is all in that Ziploc baggie. Man, I love this green. Love that green. So show me battery tray. That was posted here on the bottom. Look at that. Scale motor is in here. Got one screw in it right there. Got a 3D printed part to attach it. That's really cool. So it looks like this stuff might just be kind of held in with tape for now. Look at the interior, though. How cool is that? Looks like this bar here, look at it, it's threaded for like a steering wheel. That's my guess. JD Budman 37. Yes, this is a Donald Jenkins build. Man, does he do nice work. I opted for one that had the more of a flat front end. He has some of the really cool swooping ones as well. But just knowing my driving style, I'll probably end up, and this reinforcement just seemed nice to me. So let's take the phone off here so I can get a little bit better view for you guys of it. That's really cool. And so I'm gonna have to ask him what this means, because not quite seeing it or guessing it just by looking at it. But I do have a bunch more stuff in here to go through. Man, it's super cool, that motor. The fuel cell. So then the seats will drop in here. We get all this situated. This is like full on beautiful custom. JD Budman says he just finished his. You can put a small battery between the seats. Oh, that's what the diagram means. Red Sox. This is made by Southern Builds Customs. Scale Fabrications. Donald Jenkins. You can find him on Facebook. And he also 3D printed all this stuff to go with it. Once again, super clean. His bends and everything, the welds look really good. Jesse's asking, is this a crawler? Yeah, it's like a Wraith. And so that's what these Wraith axles I ordered up are for. So that I can build it out. And it has a Wraith skid plate here as well. That'll mount underneath. And you can see how he's built the room up for the transmission to fit in there. That's awesome. Seems like he put, and so the shocks will go up here, here. The links will go to the battery or to the skid plate. Red Sox, he doesn't. He has a Facebook. If you go to Southern Builds Scale Fabrications on Facebook, you can find him there. Or if you search it through Google, it should take you to that page of his. And so he had just posted something about these and had a bunch of pictures. And this one I saw, he had a white picture of it. And I knew I'd seen some other ones that I really liked, but that were already green and black. And I thought he was selling some that were already made, but he was just showing the different models that he makes. He's got, different iterations of this same kind of rock bouncer concept. I've seen some of them where the batteries go up front here. They mount in here. I actually am kind of curious about that as a possibility. Maybe making a little mount up here to hide it. We'll see. We'll see where I end up finding as a spot. I saw one where it's like a cover that he made out of his motor that basically strapped onto the battery to kind of cover it up in the front. That was pretty cool. Anyway, he does really, really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other stuff we put in this bag. Again, I'm just taking a quick break look at some of this. Gas caps. These are like little oil bottles, I guess. Little beer bottles. They're cool. Coke bottles, whatever you want them to be. Coleman cooler. It feels like it should open. I don't know if I can do it one-handed though. Batteries, toolboxes, all different size coolers. Check that out. Yeah, a couple toolboxes in here. Water or gas cans. Actually, there's red coolers and gray coolers. Man, this is so cool. Thank you, Donald, for throwing these in. Hi, Island RC Duke. So, I'm guessing this is for some kind of steering wheel. I'll have to look through. Maybe there's a steering wheel in here I missed. The way that it's threaded. So I'm not going to throw anything away until I get to go through it all. But that's my guess as to what that is. I don't see one offhand in this stuff here. But regardless, it is pretty epic. So what do you guys think? We got these tires here to go with it. Some big old rock bouncer tires from a Wraith axle sets. These are by Boom Racing. I didn't see any reviews on these, but then I went and asked some people, and they said I should make sure that I shim them and make sure the gears and all that feel good. There does seem to be a little bit of movement. So maybe need to put a little shim in there, make sure that stays. Keeps the gear mesh, but aluminum may be a mistake because it doesn't look like the Wraith parts, other branded Wraith parts would fit on this. It's all pretty custom looking, so that's a bummer. I wish it was more just an aluminum version of the exact axles, but we'll see. Roadside saying that there's a rock racing event at the end of August in Blue Holler, Kentucky. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'll be able to make that end of August. We're going to have family in town. Red Sox is asking if I'm going to do four-wheel steering. I am not going to do four-wheel steering with this. I've seen some that are, a lot of rock bouncers do have four-wheel steering, but I've seen some of these as well that look just like this in real life that only have front-wheel steering. So I opted for that just to keep it simpler. And because I was trying out these axles, I could have bought 2 sets of these, but I didn't. I can repurpose these easier if I don't like them on here that way. But I have some alloy parts coming in. Oh, these are the Boom Racing. So I need to get a transmission for it. And I need to get... What else do I need to get? I could probably steal a transmission from something over here. Maybe the Son of a Digger for now. I think it has a hot racing one in it, which is green in that. I do have Knockout versus Metal Militia. That's awesome, man. I do have motors and stuff I could put in it. I do also have the Max D that I could steal parts from. Yeah, I don't know if where Donald Jenkins sells his scale parts. They're really cool, though. Even a steel chainsaw. That's pretty awesome. Looks like he painted these. Even. pretty sweet. But yeah, I did not know that he did all this stuff. I knew that he did some of the 3D printing for in here, and that is just fantastic looking. The motor looks epic. Already got, you know, multi-color parts in here. That's a lot of different little prints to put together. So he must have his printer dialed in. So Roadside saying, all right, less talking, more working. I do have to get back to actual work here in a minute. So I do have, like I said, I have the Wraith chassis plate, transmission, skid plate, and I've got the axles, I've got the drive shafts, I have a motor I can put in here, I probably have a servo somewhere. So the main thing I need to get for this is still a transmission, because I do, again, I have wheels. So I'm not missing that much. Shocks, those are one of the things. I have alloy arms, links coming from CCxRC, and I have some shocks from CCxRC I'm planning to put on here that are alloy. Donald Jenkins says to go with 110 millimeters shocks, you know, at least as a starting point. That's what he says works great with these. I think the CCxRC ones that I found are about 105, so we'll see if that's gonna pass. I think it will. I think that'll do all right. We'll see what it does with the axles and all that. But anyway, that's the quick look. Just do a quick little 15-minute live video for you guys. Like I said, I didn't bother cleaning any of my stuff up that's up here. GoPro bags and whatnot that are sitting here on the table from the last shoot that I did. But yeah, we'll get an actual video when we do a build for this. We'll do a little build video for it, kind of show these parts that we're putting in here. I'll probably take these apart too, since I haven't seen any videos or anything about these Boom Racing axles, and kind of let people see, because when I was trying to research, other than the reviews people put on Asia Tees, I hadn't seen much. It has really great reviews on Asia Tees. So I'm not doing monster trucks with these. The people that I heard that were having issues with them were doing monster trucks. So maybe it'll do better without the big monster truck tires on. I guess we'll see. Brain Bun says you have Snap. Not sure. I missed something maybe. Anyway, Asia Tees is where I got the axles and the drive shafts from. I did pick these up at Jenny's RC. So these are, it was a great deal. It was like 36 bucks for the 4 tires. So I don't know that's what I'm going to stick with, but I wanted something cheap to mock it out with at least and get it running and try it. And then from there, look into what tires I should get. You know, maybe I want to get custom beadlock, you know, really nice rims. I don't know. That's further down the road. I needed, you know, I'd spent a lot of money on a lot of stuff recently, and I needed some of it to come in a little bit cheaper. So these honestly were about the same cost as if I were to buy just the stock axial ones on eBay right now. They're just so expensive to get a complete set of these. And so I thought, you know what, I'll just give it a try. Dominic, what website could I get the scale accessories on for cheap? I don't know, honestly, who that is. I know, like, what, Pushrod 3D or something, Pushrod RC. There's somebody on Instagram that makes a bunch of stuff. I don't know what Donald Jenkins charges for this stuff. I know he does a lot of scale stuff, and he's got a little cool scale garage that he takes photos of these in, that you can see on his YouTube page if you go there. Anyway, awesome that there is all this. I'm going to deck out probably some of my boys' trucks up there, their new axials with some of these things so they can have some scale accessories. And we'll put the fuel cell in this for sure, just because that'll look awesome in there. And then figure out how to make this motor sit in here a little bit tighter, what other screws and stuff we need to hold that in place, and go from there. But thanks for tuning in, guys. This was just kind of an impromptu live. Haven't done one in a while, and thought, you know, I'd let you guys see a little behind the scenes ahead of time of what's coming. and what fun stuff we have planned. So, all right, guys, catch you later.